Today I am going to compare corned beef hash. Three brands: the Aldi brand, Armour corned beef hash, and Hormel. Hormel is the best-selling corned beef hash in America. Well, let's look at the numbers. Actually, first, what we're looking at here is, why am I looking at corned beef hash? Well, I'm looking for foods that are very high in caloric content, like these guys here. They're very high in caloric content. But let's look at all the numbers. So we're going to look at these numbers. First, let's look at, how yummy they look in the can. That's Aldi, dog food. Armour hash, corned beef hash, dog food. And Mary Kitchen, Hormel, corned beef hash, looks more palatable. So from that perspective, that one wins. Hormel wins. Generally, I like Hormel products. But if you stand back, and you can see the lids too. I kept the lids open. And then if you stand back, you look, and the cans, let me read what each can, not per serving, because these guys are more realistic. They say 1 serving per can. These guys say 2 servings per can, or about 2 servings per can. So I boiled it down to 1 can for each of them. So the Aldi, 1 can, 620 calories, 42 grams of fat, 34 carbs, and 1650 of salt or sodium. The Armour, it comes in at 740 calories, 50 grams of fat, 40 carbohydrates, and 1960 milligrams of salt. And then the Hormel is 760 calories. That's the highest calorie content there is. It's also got 48 grams of fat, 46 carbohydrates. So it's the highest in carbohydrates, the middle one in fat, and the middle one in salt. So between all three, it's not a diet that you want to eat all the time, but if you're on the trail or in an emergency and stuff like that, this is a real good high caloric content food in a small package that's easy. You heat it and eat it. You actually don't even need to heat this stuff because it's already cooked. So now I'm going to do a taste test, and I will give you my opinion later after I cook these on the stove. The Hormel, which my wife can't wait. She has to have some now. Which looks a lot drier. This stuff's popping all over the place. So we'll see what this looks like in a minute once the fat gets hot. Now I cleaned the pan, and now I'm cooking the Aldi brand, or Brookdale Corned Beef Hash. Taste test. There we go. Okay, so this is definitely a lot drier. I mean, at least from the looks of it, however they deal with the fat, they all seem to have about the same size potato chunks. Okay, so that's Armour, that's the Hormel, but that's what it looks like in the pan. So this one, as well as the Armour, both kind of are pretty greasy in the pan. But if you look at the number, this is a Hormel at 48 grams of fat. If I was just looking at the numbers, I'd say the Armour would be the greasiest, and then this would be the driest. But no, Hormel shows, when you even look at it, looks drier too. So from the looks of things, right now, at least in the pan, the Armour looked the worst. This looks second worst, and this one looks the best, driest. Maybe that's why. It's America's #1 selling hash. And no, I am not getting sponsored by anybody like there. I'm just showing you what to put. You know, it's time to stock up before we don't have a chance to stock up. And I'm suggesting high calorie content foods for when you don't have meat that you great. Open a can and there you go. And the price is pretty good. I'll show you. So there you have Brookdale, Aldi, Armour, and the winner is, from the view of it, is easily Hormel wins by the looks, even before you cook it. Now once we scraped off the fat layer, or the top of the can, they look a lot more similar. Alright, let's try this. Here we go. You go with the Armour because it says, start your day with great Homestyle taste of Armour Corned Beef Hash. Our nourishing blend. Okay. Anyway, we don't need to go any farther. I'll tell you which one tastes the best. That tastes good and not too greasy. This is the Armour. The potatoes are a little bit softer compared to the Hormel. The flavor is pretty close. I like them both. And now for the Aldi brand. A lot more potato flavor comes through with the Aldi brand. Try the Hormel again. Try this again. I can tell the Aldi brand has less salt. And I can't tell. If I had to guess, I'd say this has less fat than that. But looking at the numbers, this has less fat than this. They all taste very good to me if you like corned beef hash. And I would say that I'm very slightly leaning towards the flavor of the Armour, which, to be honest, I really thought it was going to be this guy. But it's really, really close between these two as far as the best flavor. And they're all good. And this is still good too. I enjoy this too. So I think the bottom line, the winner is what? I like the fact that the Hormel has the highest calorie content, but it's also concerning to have the super high salt and the fat and the real high carbs. I do like the Aldi. So my decision is I'm going to Aldi and I'm going to be stocking up on the corned beef hash. This is great stuff to store for the long term. Let me show you how long this stuff stores for by the Best By date, not even that you can go double or triple that. So this one the Best By date, and today is in April 2022. So this one stores for 2.5 years. Or did it? Let's see. Sorry, May. Probably made. This was bought at Walmart a month or so ago, along with this one, along with the this one here. But look at this Best By date. It shows 2025, February 2025. It was probably made in February, and so they keep it for 3 years. They have a 3-year shelf life for this one that they actually advertise. And you can double and triple that. So that's good. And basically this is stuff for the long-term storage, canned stuff, because you know you may not be able to get meat everywhere. Let's look at the Aldi one, the Brookdale. That one is May, I can't even read it here, May 24, and this one is May 24. Very interesting. Like they came out of the same factory, who knows? But they have a different recipe. I could definitely taste it. But again, overall, these are 14-ounce cans. All of them are 14 ounce. And the winner is the Aldi brand because it has less sodium and less fat in it. It does have some less calories, but if you're going to eat this like several times in a week, you may not feel as bad if you eat this one. The salt is incredible in these. It does taste good though. The ingredients in these are pretty simple. Here's the ingredients: beef, rehydrated potatoes, water, and then the spices, and then they all contain sodium nitrate. That's a preservative. Real good preservative, but again, it's another sodium and it's a preservative. It's not, you know, for you guys out there that have to do organic and can't have, well, good luck when the grid goes down and everything else. So